Good morning! So we are back from our super short morning walk. Bobby is still not allowed to have longer walks than 10 minutes, which is very boring. But he still has the stitches and they have to have their rest. As you can see, he's now wearing a long sleeve shirt without any dressing. So we really have to take care of his left leg. Now his wound is getting more air, so we hope that it will heal very fast. Today we will make Bobby's dog food for the next month. We do this once a month, and yeah, let's get started. But before we can start, I have to clean up this mess. In the meantime, Bobby is chilling in the garden. Ta-da! Everything clean and ready to use. And Bobby still is chilling in the garden. Okay, let's get started. I will now grab all the fruits and vegetables we will need. This is the pomegranate. Unfortunately, I couldn't find any fresh ones, so I had to buy the frozen one. But it will do, I mean, it's better than nothing. Hello! Having a good time? Chilling around? Okay, so I was taking out all the vegetables and fruits out the fridge. And then I saw our peanut butter jar, and for the first time I saw this creepy kid on it. I mean, look at it. Focus. It's so creepy. I mean, sorry if that's your child or if it's you, but why are you looking so creepy? Okay, continue cooking. I already put out all the meat to defrost a little bit before we will steam cook it. So we have beef meat, low fat. We have beef liver and beef heart. This is still left from the last time. We bought an entire beef heart, which was very big, and we of course didn't need all of the beef heart for 1 month. So these are the leftovers from the heart, and yeah, this is all the meat and liver we use for 1 month. Here we now have the fruits and vegetables for the first mix. I make 2 different mixes for 1 month, so Bobby can have 2 different meals every day. We have the pomegranate, we have the zucchini, garlic, broccoli, what is it called? Pumpkin, salad, and potatoes. So I will now prepare these to mix them with the meat. So the potatoes are cooking now. The broccoli I will cook for a little bit, only a little bit, because I try to give all the greens and vegetables raw, but some of them need a little bit of cooking or steaming. We have the greens, the zucchini. I've diced them, and then I will put them in a blender to make them smaller. Now we have to cut the pumpkin, and yes, then we are nearly finished with the first vegetable mix. Hello. Oh my god, I just cut off a piece of the pumpkin and I need 400 grams, and it is 400 grams. I mean, skills. Okay. The potatoes are cooked. The broccoli is not cooked but almost cooked. I cooked it until it got a bit vibrant green. I also put on the pumpkin now, to cook for a little bit so that it gets a little bit softer. Not the whole way through, but just a little bit. And I took this huge pan where we will cook the meat in. So already a little bit of water in. When the water is cooking, I will add the meat. And in this pan we have the beef heart, which is frozen, and now I have put it in some hot water to defrost. Okay, so now the only thing I have to do for the first vegetable fruit mix is cutting the garlic. And Bobby is still in the garden and he's moving with the sun. So he will lie in the sun now for a few minutes and then he will go back to the shadow. This is his favorite spot, lie there, and then he will move back to the sun. It's such a beautiful day. So now the half of the meat and the liver is in the pan and we will let it cook for a few minutes and then we can mix it with the vegetables. Some people ask me whether I'm disgusted by making the food since I'm a vegetarian, and I certainly don't enjoy making it, but dogs eat meat, so I have to prepare the meat. And yeah, I mean, I don't like the smell of it, especially the liver. It smells disgusting, but yeah, it's healthy for my dog, so he will not suffer because I'm a vegetarian. So he will get his meat, his proteins, his nutritions, and me being vegetarian has nothing to do with that. So yes. Oh, okay. So I've mixed the potatoes with the pumpkin and the garlic. They are all mashed. I will let them cool down. And at the end I will mix them with the other vegetables and the meat. And now I will blend most of the vegetables to make them smaller, so Bobby will eat them whilst they're in the meat. Otherwise he's a little bit picky and will not eat some of the vegetables, so I try to make them as small as possible so that you won't get the chance to pick them out. Since we are not feeding any bones, Bobby gets supplements for the calcium and other supplements. So we now have the blended pomegranate, the salad and the zucchini. And now I will blend the broccoli for very few seconds and add these two, and then I will mix the starchy greens. And hello there! Already hungry? Yes? Okay. I didn't mean to blend the broccoli that much, but yeah, it got a bit small now, but it's okay. Now I will, here's a little bit of broccoli left, but yeah, it's fine. I mean, I like it if there are some chunks in it, but it will not differ in taste. So let's mix this up. For the second vegetable and fruit mix, I'm using celery, peas, spinach, melon, cucumber, and carrots, and of course garlic. So let's get started. The first batch of meat is almost ready. By the way, if you're wondering why we are cooking the meat in the packaging, that's because we want to have all the juices, so all the blood and all the, yeah, you know what's coming out from the meat. We want to have that in the food. So if you would unpackage it and then cook it in the water, then we would lose a lot of the juices, which are quite delicious for the dog and also healthy. So that's why we cook it in the packaging, and after it's done, we will unpackage it, cut it, and then mix it with the vegetables. That way we keep most of the nutritions, because if you cook the food, you already lose a lot of nutritional value. So that's why we try to, yeah, get the most out of the cooked food. The other day I bought some mussels for Bobby. I know that he loves mussels because every time we are on the beach he's looking for the mussels and tries to eat them in the shell. So I was so happy when I saw this huge bag of mussels. So I brought them home and I gave them to him, of course without the shell, and he wouldn't eat them. And you know why? Because they were too big. I had to cut them in half. These small things, cut them in half, and only then he would eat them. He's such a crazy dog. You want some mussels, Bobby? Mussels? Yes. Oh, yes. Let me cut them. So, I don't like touching them, but I had to. You want some mussels? I cut them for you. Wait. Sit. So. Wait. Wacht, Bobby. Bobby. Sit. Blijf. Blijf. Let up. Goed zo. Already gone? All of them? Okay, that were 4 pieces of mussel. I have a 2 kilo bag of them, so I put them in the freezer because of course you will not get 2 kilo mussels in one day. And here we have all the greens and vegetables. We have the spinach, carrot, celery, melon, cucumber, and I have to add the garlic later. And yeah, so I will put these all in the blender to mix them, and then we can add them to the meat. Here we have the first batch of meat and the second vegetable and fruit mix. I will mix this now and then we can start finalizing the first food batch. I'm using the Kenwood meat grinder. It's a rather small one, but for the amounts of food we are making it's perfectly fine. Yeah, so we are now putting the meat through the grinder and then mix it with the greens and vegetables, and then the first batch of food is ready. The second batch of meat is already in the pan, and yeah. We grinded now the first batch of meat. So now we will mix it with the vegetables and fruits and with the juices that came out of the meat. After the 2 mixes are ready, we put them in these little storage boxes, and then they will go straight into the freezer. So here you see the vegetable mix 2, and here you see a box with the vegetable mix 1. So they're quite different, and each day he will get another one of these boxes. You can buy them at IKEA, they're very cheap. At first I wanted to buy storage units from glass because they are more environmental friendly, but they are too expensive to have in such big amounts. So for now we are using normally plastic ones. We have 28 now, so that's almost a month. We have to package up the last bit of this mix, and then we are done for the day. It's now 2 o'clock, so I started at 10. 4 hours later, it took me 4 hours to do this. And yeah, now we have to clean up the kitchen. Yeah. Yay? You're so cute. He's so cute. Yeah.